Hi there, today I'm just going to do a quick little Minecraft basics video. I'm looking at doing like pixel art in Minecraft. It's a really simple thing to do, and first off you want to start with paint. So you just go view, zoom in as far as you can, and I've got grid lines on. You can have rulers along the top if you really want to. But you have grid lines on, and you can see everything's in little squares. So you want to select your pen tool, you want to select, make sure your size is on as small as possible, and then you can actually select each individual thing. And if you try and imagine, these basically are like your Minecraft blocks, and you just pick whichever colors you want, and you can draw your picture. Yeah, so you can just draw a happy face with a red tongue. And then you basically, you go into Minecraft and you do, you start with 2 little red blocks there, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, 2 there, 3 there, and you basically just do that. That is a very simple method if you want to do your own, which I'm not going to do today. You can do that, but what I'm actually going to do is you can do a search. If you just go to Google, search for Minecraft pixel art, and there's a whole heap of stuff. You can pick any of these, and just follow it exactly. You can see it's got the templates all right there, and you can just copy off that. So that's what I'm actually going to do today. So what I'm going to do is I have going to load in, where is it, in here? This one. Let's save that. So I'm going to do this one. So I want to zoom in to where I can get a good look at it. So you can see the grid lines there, and I'm going to move this across to my other monitor so that I can see what's going on. And I mean, if you're a peasant and don't have 2 monitors, I suppose you could just go like that and then do your screens sort of half and half. But that's, that's peasant talk. I won't tolerate that kind of behavior around here. So now I'm just going to load up my Minecraft. Now I do have a couple of mods active, so it's going to be a little bit interesting to start with. So we'll see how we go. You don't normally worry too much about the colors. Minecraft has a good selection of colors of the wool that you can use, so you can, if you're using the colors that they have in paint, you're generally going to be okay in Minecraft, and you can sort of add a little bit more colors into it later on, to give it a bit more, flesh out a bit more detail if you so desire. It's taken a little bit to load because of all the mods that I have in there. So I do have a texture pack as well. So what I'm going to do is go single player, and I'm going to create a new world that is going to be in creative mode, and I'm just going to call it Umbreon, because that's what I'm doing. So create new world. I'm not really going to worry about the options, and then I'll just, once I get in there, I'll just fly around till I find a place that I want to build this said Umbreon. So I'm just looking at it now. Mostly what I'm going to need is black, grey, yellow, red. Yeah, I've got a Pokemon got a Pokemon mod active, so this is kind of going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. I should have actually switched it off. Cool, so this is my Minecraft. Come on, let me fly. So I want to find, well, I suppose I could just build it in the middle of the water, really. But no, I want to find a nice clear spot to build. You don't really want to deal with trees and all that BS. So I'll find a nice little spot. I mean, you probably don't want to go too far away from your spawn either. Trees everywhere. What a stupid biome. Yeah, having shader mods like this really kills your frame rate. So I'm like 30 frames per second. Is this a bit of clear ground over here? Yep, okay, right, this will do. I've got some clear ground. So I'll just use the spot down here to do it. So, bring up your map. Get your, right, we want to do wool, so I'll just type wool. And the search thing, where's the search thing? Should be. search items, there we go, wool. So we want black wool, although that's kind of going to be, it looks more like the grey really. We want red wool for the eyes, we want white wool, we'll go light grey and white. I'll bring in grey anyway just in case, and then we want yellow. Don't really want lime, I'm just going to use yellow. I might go coal as well. Bedrock. Because I'm just looking at something that's more black for the outline. Blocks. So I want blocks. So I'll just click on the blocks icon, and then I'll just, it doesn't look like building blocks in here anyway. So that's all stained glass, which should be kind of cool. I want to try and stick to wool as much as possible so we don't sort of mess with textures too much. Clay would be alright. Black clay. I'll compare the black clay with the black wool and see. And also the grey clay. Okay, so now I've got those all in my quick bar, so I want to exit out. So you want to be flying, of course. So yeah, I think that will actually do. So we'll do that. So I'm just going to build this, and I'll speed up the video, and we'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so I'm all done. This is my Umbreon. So I can fly around it. Look at it from the other side. It probably should look kind of the same, just backwards. So I mean, you know, you can look at it from either side. The sun's shining directly at it here, so it's kind of better. So that's how you do pixel art in Minecraft. So I mean, you come up close to it and you can see sort of the size of how big it is. I mean, obviously the bigger you make them, the more detailed and cooler they will look. I mean, you go back further and it looks even cooler. I'm actually pretty pleased with that. I think it was pretty cool. Umbreon's my kid's favourite Pokemon, so he'll love that. Not the one that's in the background screaming at the moment, the other kid. So, yeah, that's basically how you do a Minecraft pixel art. And I mean, you can use a paintbrush to design other buildings. If you want to do floor plans, it's quite good for doing. I'll just go new one. So we'll zoom in. Like if you want to do like a castle wall and you've got circles, I found it's quite useful for that. You just choose the circle shape and you want it to be that. And so you can just hold down shift to get, and so you want a perfect circle, there you go. And then these are the exact squares that you do. Now one thing you can also do, I think, don't save. Now, so this is a photo of my beautiful face. So you can resize this by pixels. See, it is currently 951 by 960 pixels big. So I could change that to, say, 100 by 99. And then go OK. So let's make that really, really small. So we go zoom in. And you can see here, it's 100 pixels wide, 100 pixels up. So I could, if I really wanted to, go into Minecraft and actually follow this exact thing. As if I well, that's kind of a little bit tricky. Let's go a little bit smaller. So we'll go 50 by 50. So you still, I think we've still zoomed in as far as we can. If you do it in Photoshop, you can zoom in closer and you can get a better idea. So I could put that into Minecraft and we take the grid lines off. That's essentially what it would look like in Minecraft. You'd have a little bit more work getting the right colors here. There's quite a bit of gradient in here, but you could go through and find different whites and light grays and light browns and stuff to do that. And you could do that, or you can go the bigger size, which would 100 and what did I say that was 100 by 100. So we'll try resize. 200. What does 200 look like? Sorry, what? Resize. Oh, I was on percentage. 200 by 200 pixels. So if I zoom out, that's what 200 by 200 pixels would look like. And you can see them there, which is quite a bit. So I mean, how wide was this, for example? We'll have a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're looking at about 50. This one's about 50 by 50. So that's about the size of 50 by 50. I don't think 100 by 100 is too silly. This probably would have taken me probably about half an hour or so. Maybe a little bit longer than half an hour all up to do. So if you got a little bit more time on your hands, you got to be methodical. Make sure you don't sort of get lost where you're up to in your picture. If you really want to, you can just out and because I've got separate screens, so I can go in and I can then put black dots over the spots, or something bright that stands out, dots over the spots I've already done, so I don't end up getting lost. That kind of thing. So it's just an example of a very simple, very easy way to do pixel art in Minecraft. And as I said, there's plenty to choose from. That's the one I chose. That one looks a bit simpler. See, the blocks are a bit bigger. Obviously that one's a lot of work, so that one looks pretty simple. We could do that one easily enough. Got some South Park there. I mean, there's so many different things. Some Ponytail, or is it Rapidash? I think it's Rapidash. That one obviously has got a lot more blocks in it. You've got your Charmander. That also looks like it's got a lot more blocks. It's a bit more work, but still fairly simple. It's cartoons are really good because they've got very solid blocks of color, so it's easier to get the colors correct. See, somebody's done Anna, I guess, in Frozen. Yeah, that's her name, something like that. Can't remember. Um, so yeah, Stormtroopers. Just you can go nuts basically. And the same thing I did for the photo, you can do with the drawing. If you've just drawn something on paper, you want to scan it in, you can do the same sort of thing. So yeah, the sky's the limit. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, press the like button. Feel free to subscribe. And Umbreon says goodbye, and we'll catch you another time for another video. See you then.